Ladies and gentlemen, it is amazing how a piece of firewood can shape your life. It truly is. In this video, I'm going to talk about how firewood, my firewood journey. I want to know below in the comments right now. You can pause it or you can type while you're listening to me jibber jabber. I want to know how firewood influences your life, how it affects you. Is it something you do every day? Do you share this passion I do? Look at this pile. If that doesn't scream happiness, I don't know what does. So I'm gonna just talk in this video. I'm gonna explain my firewood journey, how literally this firewood in general has shaped the course of my life over my whole life, actually. It's actually an interesting story. So it's story time today, folks. Grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab a beverage, grab whatever you need. Stick around. I really hope you guys listen to my story. I think it'll fill in some of the gaps here. For the newer subscribers or people who are trying to figure out, what's this guy doing? Climbing trees and doing tree work and running around on Mack trucks and delivering firewood. So this is my story. I want to know your story. A little bit of a different video today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's roll right into it. Let's show you what we got, show you what we're working on. I don't film everything. Some days I just come out here, put my headphones on and just do my thing. So today we're going to talk a little bit about this beautiful thing called firewood. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the homestead here. We have a good problem. We have firewood everywhere. Not a bad problem to have. This rack right here is entirely from where we've been working. I've been contracted out to help a tree service company, and we're doing a huge campground thinning, pruning, and removal job. This is 100% birch and maple cord. I didn't film any of that because time is money. We're working on this one here, but I wanted to share with you guys. Look at this pile right here. If this doesn't make you excited, then something's wrong with you. Look at this pile of wood the tree guy delivered with this Mack. I just posted a short of me riding around. That's how we're getting around the campground there. Has been riding around like a firefighter on the side of this Mack. Look at this beautiful maple. Now, to give you a perspective of this tree, look at this crotch here. Triple crotch right here. Boom, boom, boom. All of this wood came from that one tree and a few others. Fascinating. He loaded it up in the machine. He's like, I gotta go pay $125 to dump this. And I was like, yo, hold the phone. Where are you dumping this? And he was like, oh, blah, 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 at this place. I'm like, I'm another 15 minutes past that or whatever the math was. So he's like, yeah, I'll dump it at your place. Sure enough, here it is. I want to make you this video. Beautiful maple. Some's punky. Some will go in the boiler. Some will burn as is. But yeah, this is our stuff that's been residual, kicking around. We've been bulldozing this pile around, but it's gotten dirty from moving it around with the muck and whatnot. So we're just gonna use this as boiler wood. We're gonna finish our production wood to sell with whatever we have kicking around. But I wanted to basically make this video, and I'm trying to do this in one shot. I wanted to make this video on my firewood journey. Some of you have been with this channel for a while now, and I really do appreciate it. I have a lot of long-time subscribers. Guys who have been following the channel, guys and girls that have been following the channel since before I even have kids. And my son's birthday's coming up, and he's gonna be 5, so that's totally amazing. But I wanted to share kind of my firewood journey, how I got here, kind of the backstory. Growing up, I grew up in the southern part of New Hampshire. We had behind us, we didn't own it, we had about, I think it was 2 square miles of actual woods. Now, we didn't own any of it. We had trails in there. We used to dirt bike, we used to hike, we used to shoot guns, we used to do all that stuff back there. That was my childhood growing up, was just out in the woods as a kid, hiking, bicycles, dirt scooters, and then when we got older, 4-wheelers, dirt bikes. So I grew up literally in the bush, if you will. Beautiful, beautiful plot of land. And then fast forward, I was 14 years old, and I wasn't involved in anything. I had no idea what was going on. 14 years old, me and my neighbor Adam, we go out dirt biking, we go around a corner. I literally come up over the hill, slam right into a pine tree, fly over the handlebars. I'm not making this up. The bike stalls, I get up, I look. The forest was mutilated. They cut in a I think it was a 400 home development. Again, 2 square miles. They raped the forest. And as a 13, 14-year-old, whatever year it was, I was young. I didn't have my driver's license yet. I still remember coming up, going over the hill, going, oh, you know what? Bam! Slamming in and flipping over the handlebars and looking up, and the forest was wasted. They came through with a fella bunch of logging trucks. I mean, ruts, mud, and we've been riding dirt bikes out there and hiking. You know, my dad used to take us out there when we were kids. My neighbor's dad used to take us out there, and just an overnight gone. So I hated logging. I hated forestry. Every time I saw like a log truck, it reminded me of what we had and what we lost. And it's fascinating story, because you guys know where I'm at now, but just to see that devastation and just literally raping the forest. I don't like to use that word, but as a kid, it's like traumatizing. We had trails and we had cool trees, stuff we would climb up. It's just gone within a week. And so we kept riding on it. When they eventually cut the road in, we started riding up and down the road. They put the road in to keep the permits open, and then I eventually got, fast forward, I think it was 2 years, because it took them a long time. I was 17 years old and I got a trespassing warning on my record for being out there. We were riding our dirt bikes around the properties, and eventually we got canned. It was posted. They actually came, I'll take a picture of it next time I'm down there. They put a boulder by the mouth of our entrance. They ran an excavator through the woods and stuck a boulder at the entrance of our trail. That's how pissed off they were that we were dirt biking out there, acting like imbeciles. But anyways, just to fast forward, so 16, 17, got the trespassing warning, so that was another bitter taste. So, and then fast forward to moving into the homestead, boom, we're back on 18 acres of land, 20 acres of conservation land next to us, another 25 in the other direction. I'm back home. Fast forward, however many years it was since we lost our woods. Fast forward, yeah, I would say probably 14 years old was when they put those trails in. We moved in the homestead. Yeah, fast forward, call it, I could do math here, probably 18 years. And now I'm back into it. And now, clear cutting is one thing, but now I see the forest completely different. I see it as such a gift, what a resource to have. I mean, look at these piles behind you. I mean, that's heat, that's energy, that's life. I mean, humans have been using firewood for survival for thousands of years, whatever it may be. And fast forward, hopefully I'm trying to stay on track here with my story, but it's been a very interesting journey. I hated forestry, the chainsaws, the log trucks. I had that bitter, ugly taste in my mouth. And then once moving into the homestead here, 14, 15 years later, we'll call it, I think probably 10 actually. I think I was 26 when we moved in. 30, yeah. Fast forward 12 years from all that happening. Now to be surrounded by, call it 70 acres of land, and being able to cut what I want and thin, and then now I have the business, we're doing tree removals, and I just got picked up as a contractor to help out these other guys. And it's so interesting how I grew up with it, loved it, lost it, went through 12 years and then finally got back into it. And I absolutely think forestry and firewood is probably the coolest thing. I mean, it's just, to me, it's so interesting. This job we're doing, that I'm working on, if you guys have seen, we're doing pruning and we're doing removals. That place is going to look beautiful when all those trees come full bloom. We're pruning up, everything looks like a nice bouquet of flowers. We're getting rid of all the dead stuff. I think I just made a video. There's trees that are rubbing up against one another, killing each other, trying to graft together. The fact that we're going in there and cleaning that whole lot up, and we're getting, we're reaping what we sowed, I guess. We're benefiting from it. The campground's benefiting from it. The people who reside there, who live there during the summertime, they're benefiting from it. It's such a cool, I guess, 180 from how I used to look at tree removal and forestry to now, like, forestry and firewood and trees, it's renewable. It truly is a renewable resource. Now, can everybody do it? No. We have 18 acres of land. We're surrounded by 70 acres of land. there's a limitation of how much wood, you can haul out. Selective cutting, pruning, thinning, storm damage. The natural forest just completely recycles. So to be able to benefit from it, we heat with the wood boiler, and we sell 6 cords a year of firewood now. And we still run a classic boiler and heat for 5-6 months out of the year. It is truly awesome. I've had a true 180 when it comes to firewood and my journey. I just felt motivated to kind of talk and just make this video. It's been such a fun journey. And then basically fast forwarding too, back to the homestead here. We moved in, we had the need for the boiler. You guys know the story. I knew nothing about that. I had no idea. And fast forward 7 years later, we're selling off wood and we're processing wood and we're doing tree removal. And now I'm tree climbing and doing removals that way, getting paid to contract climb. It's been such a cool journey Firewood has been. It really has been. Firewood Forestry, I'm grouping the whole subject in. And you know what I love best about it? And this is my favorite thing. I don't have to do it every day. I don't. I can come out here and split some wood. I try to get all my wood in before the new year. All this wood you see behind me is going to be sold next October. So this stuff has already been, some of that stuff's already, pulling moisture content of 23%. It still has 10 months to dry. So I love it because I can do as much as I want. I can walk away. This isn't my full-time job. This is my hobby. The tree climbing and the contract work I do, that's when I'm available. If I don't want to do it a day, I don't do it a day. If I want to spend the day with my family and my kids, I'll do it. It's such a awesome field. It's such an awesome hobby. Firewood, forestry, tree removal. It's just, I don't know. I wanted to make this video. I was going to make a video of me splitting wood and cutting wood and all this stuff. I'll show you some clips of that, but I want to know your firewood story. How you got into it. I'm first generation. My father didn't heat with wood. He knew how to run a chainsaw enough to cut trees. You've seen Homestead Jim work. He knows how to run a saw enough to cut trees, to clear the woods when we were kids. But as far as the wood processing and the climate, I'm like first generation firewood guy. And it truly is an awesome thing. And I've had just so much fun with it. And the beautiful thing is, I could do it when I want. I can walk away. When it's summertime and it's 100 degrees out, I don't have to wear chaps. I don't have to run a saw. I could just walk away from it. It's awesome. So I just kind of wanted to share that video, a little bit of history of how we got to this point here. It's amazing that when I first moved into the homestead, I started with my McCulloch Eager Beaver and I bought a deer drag. Swear to God, I'm not making it up. That's how I hauled wood out of the woods the first couple years. And then we bought the four-wheeler, and then we bought the tow-behind cart. We had a crappy red cart over here somewhere. And then we bought the Polar trailer, then we got the Kubota, then we built this trailer, and we bought the truck, and blah, 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 blah. Fast forward now, we're having Mack trucks delivering firewood now. It's like, it's totally amazing where this journey has come, and we're just getting started, folks. So anyways, that's my rant. I just wanted to make this video talking, explaining how I love firewood and how it's been a journey. I hope you guys have listened. I want to know in the comments below how you got into firewood. How has it played a role in your life? Some guys I know, like Matt, trees to firewood, that's it. That's his job. That's what he does. That's how he feeds his family. It's awesome. I know some other people, they just split firewood to heat a camp, maybe camp firewood just in the summer nights. The spectrum is endless when it comes to firewood, and I'm happy to be involved in it. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Let me know what you think. Feel free to leave anything you want below in the comments. I want to hear your story below. And yeah, that's all I got for you folks today. God bless. Thanks for watching. A little bit different video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. And like I always say, guys, we will see you guys, my favorite place, out in the woods.